to week 4 of CDE interviews. Today we have the lovely Mog with us, and she's going to talk to us about her amazing new album, which, by the way, I love. I have listened to it multiple times now.
Same.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
As soon as you send the link, I'm like, let's do this.
I'm always terrified about just putting it out there, you know, because you never know what people are going to say.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank
But
you.
no, I really love it. And I think I've worked out who you kind of remind me of, like your voice. You remind me of Mazzy Star. You've got a voice like hers.
Okay, that's a huge compliment.
Honestly, because I listened to the album, and I was obviously like just listening to Mazzy Star as I do most days, and I just thought it really sounds like Mog.
Honestly, that's a massive compliment. Hope Sandoval is just like the most talented human being, so to be compared is, you know, that's wild.
Well, there you go. I think.
How is quarantine going?
It's as good as it can be.
Oh.
You know, how exciting can it be when we're being told to stay in our houses, you know? But it's all right, it's good. Obviously, I've been busy doing the album and stuff, and as you know, we've all been at uni, and that's been busy and more mad than I thought it was ever going to be. And I've just been making merch like a mad woman, so that's been fun.
I was gonna ask, are you in Falmouth?
I'm not in Falmouth. I'm not far away though, because I live in Camborne, which is like 20 minutes down the road.
Oh.
So close by.
And when did the album come out, and how has it been since?
So it came out on Friday or midnight Thursday, whatever you want to say. And it's been so good. I thought it was going to be awful. I was honestly so nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to put it out and everyone's just going to hate it and it's going to go completely, you know, unignored. And I was just like, oh, kill me now. But I put it out, and like the reviews have come rolling in this weekend for it, and all of them have just been glowing. So it's not a brag or anything, but it's gone so much better than I expected.
I wanted to ask, who inspired you to write those songs?
It's a really weird blend of things. Like they all happened over such a long period of time. Like the first song that I wrote for it was O Ringo, and that literally happened after I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Quentin Tarantino movie. And I literally walked out of the cinema just like, oh my god, I need to get home as quick as is humanly possible because there's a song in there and I need to do it. And I got home and I wrote that song in like 10 minutes flat and recorded it that night, and I was just like, oh my god, I love it. And then I was just like, okay, let's make an album. And then over the last year, all manner of crazy things have inspired it, like everything from, like, at the beginning of lockdown, Haim released their new album Women in Music Part 3, and I've been absolutely obsessed with it, and I still am, and like that inspired the album so much, it's unreal. And then, like, you know, various happenings in one's life of course also plays into the themes of the album. But yeah, it's a mishmash of everything.
So is that how the songs normally happen for you? Do you write them at once, or do you normally like write it, then leave it, go for another song, come back, or does it depend totally on the song?
It totally depends on the song, like, because some of them, my general rule is if I sit down to write a song and it happens in 10 minutes, it ends up being my favorite songs and it ends up being the best song. Whereas when I sit down and I come up with an idea and then I'm like, is that really going where I want it to go? And I kind of put it away in a box and I leave it and come back to it. It always ends up just being a pain in the butt, and I don't end up loving it as much as I did the other ones. So it's different every time, and there's been a good outcome from all of the situations. But yeah, I find lyrics are kind of my main go-to with things. Like, it's the story that kind of sets up a song for me rather than anything else. So that's always my main kind of starting point.
And do you have like a favourite song on the album at all? I mean, that must be so hard to pick from, but is there one that you just love?
I have to say, the final single that we put out for the album, Gimme Time, is just like, for me, that's just a complete bop, and I don't even care. I'll toot my own horn till the cows come home. I'm just like, no, as soon as I wrote that song, I was just like, this is something.
Yeah.
And then we recorded it and we put all the guitars on it and stuff, and I got my friend Redley to come and play on it for me, and it just came together so quickly, and it was so like, it just took no time at all, and I was just like, oh my god, it's perfect, I love it. So that's the favorite.
So I was gonna ask, like, but you kind of already touched on it. What is your creative process? So do you have maybe like lyrics written down, or do you have ideas, or do you start with like the melody or like guitars? I don't know.
So generally, the most common way I start out doing things is I read a lot of books and I watch a lot of movies and stuff like that. So for me, there has to be a really, really strong idea behind the song. And I know that sounds lame because of course there's an idea behind the song, but like it has to be like a fully fledged story in my brain before I'm able to go, cool, this can be a song now. So I can't just go, you know, oh, I like that chord, let's make something out of that. That to me just isn't enough to warrant a song.
Yeah. Why you named it On the Run? I think I know, but I think everyone knows, but explain more.
So obviously I've said about like being inspired by movies and things like that. So for me, the album throughout it provides like a lot of imagery. There's a lot of characters, like very distinct characters, and there's a lot of very distinct like locations in the album. It just instantly reminded me of a movie. And all of my favorite movies are like crime movies. So like Thelma and Louise and Bonnie and Clyde, and like my favorite one ever is a movie called Charade, which is like 1966. It's one of Audrey Hepburn's. And everything about it, from the scenery to the clothes, like the weird random very 60s things they say, it's a great film. And I just knew instantly that like all of the songs reminded me of those films, and I was like, it's like a movie soundtrack. It needs to look like a movie. It needs to sound like a movie. So On the Run seemed like a kind of fitting title.
Yeah. So are you working on new music then, apart from the album now, or are you just focusing on promoting that one?
I'm constantly writing. So there's already songs that we've got ready for the next album that we're like, okay, that's going to be on the next one.
Wow.
Which is bizarre because basically, it's only 5 weeks ago since we genuinely finished recording the album, and now the album's already out. So it's kind of bonkers to already have songs lined up for the next album. But like I say, I'm writing all the time, so that's very, very soon, hopefully.
Did you have like a number of songs you wanted in the album, or did you have like songs you had to take away because they were too much, or how does that work?
It's definitely an interesting process because if every song that I'd written that I'd initially intended to be on the album had happened on the album, I would have had 20 songs on the album, which like I'm not ready to record that many songs. That's a pain in the bum and beyond. So it's good though, because it kind of means that you can refine it, and I've been able to take away songs that like weren't strong at all, it would turn out. And kind of by taking songs away, it's helped to give it a much more like defined image. But also it means that I've now got a back catalogue of stuff to work with for the next one, which can provide its own kind of vibe.
And how did the recording work with COVID and quarantine and everything? Did you go to like a studio? Do you have a home studio?
So I was due to record the album in the studio on the 23rd of March last year, which is literally the day that we went into lockdown.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So as soon as there was rumours of lockdown, we were just like, well, okay, that's out the window then. That's obviously not going to happen anymore, is it? So I ended up literally recording this from last July to basically the end of February, from my bedroom with my, you know, rubbishy mixing desk and all my guitars and things. But at least I've got everything here, because like I've been doing this so long now, I've collected up so much gear over the years that there's basically no room to walk around in my house, but I do have plenty of stuff to use.
That feels good.
So that's good. But yeah, I literally recorded the whole thing right here where we're sitting, and my sister produced it for me in London.
Aww.
Which is fabulous.
Is she like into the whole music thing? Is she a producer or?
So she was for a while, then she quit, and then she came back to it literally like a year and a half ago and started writing all her own music, which is awesome. I nearly swore then. It's awesome. So I'll plug her. She's called Eltai for anybody who wants to go and listen to her. It's wonderful and completely unlike all of my music, but she wanted to give like band production a go, because her music's crazy electronic stuff. I couldn't even comprehend making music like that. So she wanted to give it a go anyway, producing stuff in a more kind of traditional setup, and it turns out she's flourished. So she's incredibly good at it, and I'm always very jealous of her, you know, gift of just magically picking things up and going, okay, I'm amazing at this now. I am not that gifted.
Oh, that's good though. That's good that you've got someone on hand if you ever need them.
And it's been really great because obviously she's been stuck in London all this time and stuff, and it's given us something to really like connect over while we've been so far away from each other, which is maybe a bit lame, but I think it's kind of lovely.
Oh, that's cool. That's so nice. Do you have any future plans at all? What's going to happen?
They're huge.
They're huge. Care to venture?
Yeah, whether they end up happening or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But obviously, I want to make a load of music videos for this album because, like I said, it's very cinematic. Blah blah blah. I can say it.
Yeah, I can see it in my head that
I think it deserves videos.
Definitely.
Like, I feel like it needs something. Like, I've got quite a few ideas for about 4 of the songs that I'd quite like to do. So that's half the album that will end up with videos if I have my way. And yeah, I've got big plans with festivals this summer. I'm pulling together my band and stuff at the moment and trying to organise rehearsals for that. But I've got quite a few main stage slots, so I'm quite excited to go and do those and actually like be in front of big audiences and stuff.
That'll be amazing.
I can't wait. And then yeah, who knows, album number 2 could be on its way.
Hey, what festivals are you going?
The only one I can actually currently announce.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The only one I can currently say is that I am opening the main stage at Tunes in the Dunes. Which is exciting. I'm like so psyched for it. Like, I'm so excited. So I just need to make a big bloody noise instead of just being me and my acoustic guitar. That's why I need a band now, because I'm like, it's a loud album. I need loud people to do it with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's so exciting to like hear people starting to organize live music.
It's so good, isn't it? It's been such a dead zone for the last year. It's good to hear it coming back.
How does the process of like, first of all, how do you know when an album is finished? That's my question. Like, do you have a due date, or were you like, okay, this is it, like I don't want to work on it anymore?
So for this album, I set 6 different due dates and it didn't stick to any of them. So it was supposed to be out last April, and then I set on September, then I set on October, then November, then December, then realised we weren't getting anywhere, and I was like, March. surely we can do March.
1 year after you're supposed to like start.
We got there in the end.
Got there
and
in
it was
the end,
worth
and that's
the
the main
wait.
thing. I hope it was worth the wait. It was worth
It
the wait
was.
for me. As soon as it dropped on Friday morning, I was just like, I'm free. I'm good. So yeah, it's been wild. So we finished writing the songs. As the songs were written throughout the year, I kind of had more of an idea of the overall image of the album. So I was able to go, okay, what's the brief that I'm kind of trying to fit here? And then I realized I had all of those songs, and so I was able to just go, right, cool, we stick the pin in it now and we're done. And I think that's just the easiest way. Like I said about everything's so story based with me, and we'd kind of finally met the story, so it was okay to say, okay, we're done now.
And talk about live music. How is the process of like getting one of your songs and like getting the instruments and getting the whole, does it make sense?
The live sounds.
I think I get you. So it's obviously the entire album is just me and my sister, and then for one song we've had our friend Redley guest star on it. So obviously I can't be up on stage playing the bass guitar, playing the lead guitar, playing the rhythm guitar, playing the drums, doing the backing vocals and everything. So it's definitely been interesting trying to pull together a band for doing it live. But Redley, who played on the song, he is definitely going to be my lead guitarist, which is very nice because I've known him for a really long time, so it's kind of cool to be able to pull him in on a project. And he has a wonderful band which hopefully might come along with him. I'm trying to entice them, we're talking. But if not, I've definitely got like a few solid players in mind, both people from uni and people that I know from elsewhere that I'd really like to come and do it with me. So it's definitely tough trying to find the right kind of musician for it though, because I don't want to have, it's all well and good having people that can play any music and whatever, but it's having people that are going to be on that stage and be like in the music
and loving what
and
they're doing,
really vibing with it, because that's the way that the crowd will love it if they see that we're loving it. So yeah,
I had a more not personal question, but like, how do you balance making an album and uni? Because like I feel like I have a lot to do just with university.
Yeah, I feel the same. How do you do it?
How?
I mean, I won't lie to you, I've been snowed under. It's been a lot. I wouldn't recommend it. Literally, it's been mental because I do all the uni lectures. In between every lecture, I'd be recording new sections for the songs. I'd be continuing to write things. I'd be going out to do the photo shoots for it and all of this stuff, organising interviews, everything. It's been a lot. So it is definitely a tough balancing act.
Sounds
but which is why I'm grateful for a break now. But it's definitely doable. Like, I'm a night owl, which is very beneficial. I'm awake till 4 o'clock every morning without a doubt, and I do most of my work in the middle of the night. I do all my uni stuff in the day. I do all of my actual music stuff in the middle of the night, and then I wake up again at 8 o'clock ready for the next uni day. Like, 3 hours sleep.
Are you not tired?
I'm shattered.
I would be tired.
But do you feel like at night time, like from the hours of like midnight to 4, that like, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'd work best with music at that time. During the day, I feel like I'm not inspired, but I think I love like the mood lighting and things like that of the evening. Absolutely. And I feel like I get more ideas, but is that what you're like as well?
100%.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me.
No, totally not. When everyone else is asleep, I feel like I can do anything without being laughed at. And I could crack on, and if the idea is bad, it doesn't matter, we just throw it away and forget about it. And if the idea is good, it's like, no way, look at me, I did this overnight while you were sleeping. Like, it's definitely a weird one. I did used to feel a bit bad because I'd go down. This is right at the beginning of lockdown. I'd be downstairs in the middle of the night recording random stuff, and I'd do it really quietly, and I'd be like, try not to disturb anyone and wake them up. And then I realised that everyone is such heavy sleepers in this house that it did not matter. I could make whatever noise I wanted, and it's totally fine. So it stopped being quiet and ridiculous.
It's funny because for me it's opposite. Like I can do whatever, and my family just comes here like, can you stop it? Like,
Stop
Can you
that.
it's very nice artwork cover of your album. I love it.
Thank
Have
you.
you made it by yourself or like?
Yeah. My friend Daisy took the picture for me. We went out the one day and I knew I had this PR stuff coming soon, so I was like, I've got to have photos. I was like, I've got some photos of me when I was like 15, but they're just not gonna fly anymore. So this is just not good. And we went out and we took a load of photos in loads of different places, and I wasn't expecting. I already had an album cover ready that I took last May because I got really let's say click happy with my Polaroid, and I may still use that for something, but it wasn't right for this anymore. And we went out and took those photos, and I came home and I was flicking through them. There's like fucking 600 of them, and I just saw that one and I was like, awesome, there's something so good about it.
What is it?
That's me. So as soon as I saw it, I was just like, not gonna lie, I feel fabulous in that photo. I was like, it's something. It kind of feels, I'm not very confident in a lot of ways. I know that sounds weird because I babble a hell of a lot. So I talk so much it makes it seem like I'm confident. I'm really not. And I saw that picture of me and I was just like, you look fierce in that photo.
As you should.
How? I was like, is that
Especially that
even me?
pink color. Yeah.
And that's the thing, as soon as I saw it, I was like, what can we do with this? And I started to find and mess around with all the colours in Photoshop and stuff. And when I hit that, pink is my favourite colour. I'm not even ashamed. Pink is a fabulous colour. I love it. And as soon as I saw it in pink, I was just like, oh, it's the one. So I absolutely love it, and it's a bit of a lame thing as well, but the font that I've used on it is just my absolute favourite font in the whole entire world.
Oh.
So I'm going to use it on everything from now on.
I've never heard of anyone having a favourite font.
It's really lame. It's changed. It used to be one called Helvetica New Light, which was used on Patti Smith's Horses album. So I just loved how clean cut and delightful it looked. And then I found this one because I bought a screen printed jumper from America, and the guy used the font on it, and I was like, you have to tell me what that font is. I'm obsessed with it. I can't get enough of it. And he was like, this is what it is, don't tell anyone. And I was like, oh my god, I'm using it on everything. So yeah, it is a bit lame, but I'm kind of overly involved with all the design process in everything I do, as well as the music side of things, so I had to put my favorite font on it. Would have been rude not to.
So the other day when we recorded our podcast, we came onto the topic of food.
Excellent.
So so I'm going to ask you the question that I asked everyone else. So what would your death row meal be? Starter, main, dessert? Or if you had like a whole day of eating? We did a whole day of eating, but like if you just want to do
half an hour.
I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to seem like such a dirt bag. I don't even care. So for breakfast, I'm a simple gal. I'm going all out here. Like, this very rarely happens. So for breakfast, I'm going to have McDonald's pancakes with nothing but sugar on top and a strawberry milkshake.
Yes.
That's
we all said pancakes as well.
Yeah,
it's the perfect breakfast. You can't go wrong. And then for lunch, it's going to make me laugh. It's a plug for an excellent burrito bar in Falmouth. I'd have a burrito from Habaneros.
Oh, okay.
They're absolutely incredible.
They're amazing.
I'm pretty sure they weigh as much as a newborn baby, but it's worth it. And for dinner, that is a toughie.
But you get a starter, main, dessert for dinner.
See, this is full on.
Yeah.
That is tough. Oh. You can see the cogs turning now. I almost wish I had time to prep this. So, for starter, again, I'm a simple girl. I would just have a garlic and herb flatbread.
We said bread as well.
Just to perfection. It would be beautiful. And then for the main, I would have honey, soy sauce and sesame grilled salmon.
Oh.
Just with like plain rice, you can't go wrong with it. It's absolutely stunning. There's a very specific Thai soy sauce that is just wow. Would top it off nicely. And then for dessert, again, simple gal, I would have a cornetto and some jelly beans.
I love jelly beans.
That is hilarious. I think that's the funniest one I've ever heard.
It's very specific.
Yes, super specific.
But specifically Mike and Ike Berry Blast jelly beans.
Oh.
Incredible.
Okay.
With the peach and strawberry ones cut out. They're gross.
That's cracked me up.
Okay, my question. What's a random skill or something, or like a talent you have that you think might save your life someday?
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
That really is tough.
I don't even know what mine would be.
I mean, not sure it's a skill, but when someone presents me with vegetables that I do not want to eat, I am the most stubborn human being in the world, and I can repel the vegetables. But honestly, I had a standoff with my dad once for about 3.5 hours at the dinner table because I wouldn't eat peas.
Oh my god.
So if someone tries to take me down, I'm stubborn and I am not going down. That is my
That's a good
superpower.
one. That's funny. I like that one.
Do you guys have one? The rest?
I don't know. Skill that might save my life one day. I mean, maybe the fact that I can swim.
That's a skill.
That's a skill that could save my life, depending on the situation. I don't actually know. I really don't know. Do you have one?
I feel like I'm good at like memorizing lists.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is a gift.
I don't have gifts like that.
Like I feel like if you give me a list of like random things, I'll like memorize it in a short amount of time.
Oh, that's actually a really good little skill.
That is impressive.
That's fine. Do you have one?
I feel like I can know people like by their kind of clothes and everything. I don't know, I just feel people. I don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is a skill.
Don't judge me.
Not at all. Honestly, because I look at people and I can't get anything from them. I'm just like, you're a person. Cool. So it's honestly a skill.
So if you could create one law that everyone in the world had to follow, what it would be?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Wowza. Oh, I've got one. Oh, do I?
I mean, I feel like you have to go first now.
Oh.
I might have just. No. I'm still thinking actually. I feel like there's so many in my head.
I I mean, this might be a slightly lame one, but I don't even care. It's so important to my everyday life. May as well make it important to everyone else's. Just a law that everyone should have to listen to music.
Good law.
For some amount of time every single day of their life.
I thought you were gonna say listen to my music.
I thought you were going to say that as well. I thought that's fantastic.
I don't even like to listen to my music. I'm not going to force it on anybody else. It's just a bit of a, you know, when you hear yourself back on camera and you're
You
just
kind
like,
of be like, oh, yeah,
it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's just that. It's just a bit weird hearing yourself. If you stuck someone else's name on it, I'd be like, excellent, I can listen to that now. But otherwise, no.
I don't know. What's yours?
I don't know. It'll be some. No, I actually don't know. It will be something really stupid. I think. Like, you know, like a pet hate thing.
Mm.
It will be something stupid like that. Like people walking slowly. It's just not allowed.
I mean, fair enough.
If you want to get somewhere, just get somewhere. Like, just don't stroll along while I'm trying to walk. You know, I don't know. I'm quite a fast walker, so when people get in my way, I get quite annoyed.
Go to jail.
Yeah, they go to jail if you don't walk fast enough.
What was your question that you wouldn't tell us? That you wanted to ask?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, my question. So, okay. The film industry are going to make a film about you, but you get to pick who plays you and best represents you, like what actress or, you know, who best represents you in your film about you. You get to pick the actress.
Oh, hail. Totally rogue choice here, because I'm pretty sure he is kind of an actor, and it is a he.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know why, but I think he'd play a lady quite well. In fact, I've seen him play a lady quite well, so I'll go for it.
Oh.
Noel Fielding.
Okay.
Yes.
I am so regularly compared to him, it's unreal. Everyone says I'm Noel Fielding's love child.
That is really funny.
It may as well be my secret parent that plays me in a movie now.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Who would be yours?
I'm thinking like who would actually do a good job. I would choose like, but she's like not very old. That's me. No, she's old, way older than me. I would choose like Jennifer Lopez.
Oh
yeah. Go on then.
Or like, I get compared to Camila Cabello a lot, so maybe.
I see it.
She's not an actress, so Jennifer Lopez.
She might branch over. You never know.
Yeah.
Everyone does these days.
Yeah.
I feel like Mila Kunis could play you as well.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think she could play you.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yeah.
I see it.
I don't have her eyes though, but I'll take it.
Yeah. She can wear contacts.
Yeah.
Who would yours be, Duvile?
I feel like Lily Collins. Do you know her?
Yeah. I could see that.
That would work so well.
That would work well.
I love her personality and everything. I know she's an actor and like, you know, like how she acts in films, but I feel like she would fit me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I've got mine. I've picked mine already. Mine's been planned for quite a while.
Oh,
sorry, go for it.
I'd have Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
She'd play me. I mean, I know she's like a lot older than me now, but
Hey,
you know, still think she's capable of playing me.
Why not?
should I just go for the final question?
all right.
Okay, this is a question that we do every single. it's super personal to us. We're in disagreement every single week. Do you know what was the color of the dress? Do you know the dress we're talking about?
Oh hell, I do know the color of the dress. I was like, maybe not that dress. Surely not that dress. I always saw the dress as blue and black.
Yeah!
No.
Oh, finally. So do I.
I'm sorry if I let you two down, but I am with Eleanor. It was a blue and black dress.
I don't know how it works actually.
It amazes me every time when someone says what they see.
There's the one with the shoe as well, though, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
like a Nike shoe.
Is there?
And people see like grey and light blue or something, and then pink and white.
I saw pink and white, but I'm gonna find it.
Because I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna find it.
That one I'm on the fence about because I have definitely seen two colours. I just don't understand how everyone can see a different version of them.
Yeah.
No.
Last time we had an interview with 50 Factor and the Doings and Jake, and basically in one room they were like Factor 50, and they seen all that dress like separately, like different, you know.
No way.
It's weird.
See, that is a grey and turquoise shoe.
That's grey and turquoise, yeah.
Yeah, I see that too.
See, I see a pink and white.
Do you? That's so weird.
That is bizarre.
I always think colours are so strange. Like, we literally could see colours. Like, your idea of green might not be what I imagine green to be.
A whole other thing.
Like, yeah, I just think that's so bizarre.
It is weird.
That is weird. I mean, it probably is, but you know, we might see things in completely different ways.
Yeah, because like when you were younger, they were like this. Like, imagine this is green.
That is green.
You could
Yeah.
be seeing my blue, but it's
Yeah,
green.
that's weird, isn't it? That's what I always think. I wonder if someone sees like a pink tree.
I mean, I'd love that.
I'd love. I mean, that's blossom,
In
isn't it? It's a
China,
blossom
they are
tree.
pink
I mean, there are trees that are pink. I
Yeah,
forget that I said that.
Every tree should be pink as a
All
stem.
greenery, like grass and things like that. I'm talking about all pink.
That's fair.
Imagine.
Oh, you know what I mean.
But at the same time, like that's their normal
I know.
color. So like that's just weird.
That's weird. That's strange.
I don't want to think about it. It's stressing me.
I'll get in a bit of like a
Yeah, no. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having
Thank you
me.
so much.
We are so
it's a pleasure.
grateful.
We absolutely love your album.
Yeah, I
Thank
literally
you.
love it.
Everyone check her album. It's on Spotify.
It is on
We
Spotify.
will tag it all as well when we
Hell yeah.
post everything.
Hit me up for merch.
We will.
When you become like a big star, like big arenas kind of thing, we're like, we had her on here.
Yeah.
But you guys can't get her now.
Well, you know, hopefully one day I'll make it. And then, you know, I'll still come back to you. If you guys are still doing that, then you can have me. No one else can have, but you
That would be
can.
like our rise to fame.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you for having me.